Emperor's light guides me through it all. The argent shroud, we walk unseen. His will is ours, we serve the machine. When I fight, it feels like the fate ignites my heart's desire. With full top raised, I kneel to pray. For sacred hymns, he lies the way. Oh, Emperor, hear my prayer. Don't die, fight everywhere. I feel your stake, I feel your flame. Through battle storm, I praise your name. From holy terror to the stars above, we spread his truth, his endless love. The flames of purity burn the unclean. By faith alone, we reign supreme. Through the dark, your voice I hear, a whisper strong, so crystal clear. In argent coats we stand and fight. With your blessing we burn the night. Oh, Emperor, hear my prayer. Don't die, fight everywhere. I feel your stake, I feel your flame. Through battle storm, I praise your name. Life is
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Wednesday night. So now this is officially going to be one of the JOYTOY unboxings until I don't have any more figures to unbox. So tonight we're going to get into Alpharius, and I got my 2 consoles. That's really the reason why I did it, was because I got the 2 consoles this week, and I have that the poll that's going up on the YouTube community page between Dorn and Magnus. Dorn is kicking his ass, dude. So, yeah, so I figured, you know, I really want to start, because I still have a bunch of figures I got to get through, and I have more stuff coming. I actually ordered the Sigmar figures. So I got Sigmar figures coming. What else do I have? I have more Blood Angels. So Zephion's coming. This actually should be here tomorrow. I also have custom parts that came in for from Cool Toys Club, which is now WOG Toys. So I want to do an unboxing on those, as well as putting the figures, showing them, because I got one of the pieces was Valdor's helmeted head. So that I got in. So I want to show that off. I want to show how that looks. So yeah, so we got Wednesday night's going to be one of the nights we're going to do some unboxings and reviews, and then Saturday nights will be the other one. And so Saturday nights will be the one that you guys can choose. Wednesday will be my choice. That's how I'm going to work it. So again, looks like Dorn is just absolutely destroying Magnus right now. And then the other thing I forgot to mention was, which I'll put up on probably Friday when I announce the winner, I have alternate heads for Dorn and for Magnus, obviously, because it's me. So I'm going to, we'll show those off. Those were purchased a while ago from Cool Toys Club / WOG Toys, so we'll do those as well. So I'm actually surprised I didn't pick up the Emperor's armor for Dorn, because that was available. It's not available anymore. It's sold out. So, but yeah, so let's take a look. Let's get over to the display stand. Again, I am being super lazy when I did these, so I'm not. You guys are not going to see me tonight. So I'm just going to relax. We're going to do a nice review here. We're going to see what I think about Alpharius and his cohorts, and we'll get to it here in a second. So yeah. By the way, also let me know if this is too light, if you guys can't see everything, all the details from the figures and stuff. Also, if you guys want me to zoom in, let me know too. I'll try to do a good job of making sure that you guys are in the loop and seeing everything I'm seeing, and anything that I notice that is not cool or is something that, you know, needs to be fixed, we'll talk about it as well. So, or if you guys notice something too, you can let me know. But let's jump in. Oh, well, actually, we'll go to the chat because I always forget to do this. So we got Cyber Rat in here. We got our boy Jay, Mr. Spark. We got Trevor dropping in, talking about his display stands or his shelves for his displays, which is pretty cool. And we got a special guest, Mr. Moist. Mr. Moist, you picked the perfect day to come because we got a Moist review coming. But so this should be fun. We should have some fun tonight. I'm really interested in seeing how this figure matches up. Again, some of the pictures that I've seen or some of the reviews that I've seen, his weapon, his spear, is very much not a impressive piece on this figure. So it'll be nice and interesting. Box is not wet, that's just the color. I have the triple lights here, so I'm able to adjust the color however I want, so it's pretty cool. And then this is the box, this is the package I have from WOG Toys or Cool Toys Club, which has all those custom parts, and there's a Blood Angels banner in here, we got Valdor's helm, and we got a bunch of other goodies. So we'll get to this, not tonight, we're going to do that another night, because I want to do that with all the figures that go with them. So I want to show those off. So yeah, so tonight we got the 2 consoles, which I'm super happy I got these. And we got Alpharius. So we're going to start off with the 2 consoles tonight. And then we're going to jump over to Alpharius. So yeah, so let me know again if the light is if it's too blue. Like I tried to do just like an aqua like look to it to give it like a cool aesthetic. Let me bring it in a little bit closer too. There we go. And I think next week what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the camera and I'll have a front view and a top view. Not at the same time, but we'll do the top view first and then we'll switch over to the front view. Kind of like what my reviews used to do. So where I used to actually tape them. I'm not doing that anymore. So I'll do these live. These are way more fun. Plus I get to like talk to you guys and get an idea of what's going on. So what's going on? So we got Recon. What's going on, Recon? You stopped in at just the right time, dude. So we're gonna bust out. We got my 2 consoles, and we got Alpharius tonight. So again, we got 2 of these Saboteur consoles. So as you guys know, the deal with me is I'm buying anything that I'm not collecting per se, because I buy all the Primarchs. Anything I'm not collecting, as far as the figures go or the Legion goes, I'm gonna pick up 2 of their soldiers or 2 of their legions that go with the Primarch, and I decided on 2 of the Saboteur consoles. So these guys came out a while ago. I think these were the first like normal size figures that were available, and so I jumped on them, and I'm still happy even seeing some of the other figures that came out. Maybe the Terminators are probably the only ones I would have rather have had, or maybe not rather have had, but I probably would have had a pause for them. So but here we go inside. So we got the package open. Let's see. So again, we got the standard display stand. He looks awesome. Now again, with the different color, wow, that is really cool. I love the 2-tone cloak on the back. So he's got the black, and on the inside of his cloak, he's got that the black, and then on the back it's gray, but it's folded over to make it, oh cool. And they even have like little divot symbols to hold back the cloak like it's holding it. I wonder if the miniature looks like this. Does the miniature look like this? Does it have the cloak with the different, I'm guessing it must. Now feeling him right away, he feels solid. Joints are nice, and I remember Spark was asking before, so he doesn't have metal joints on the back of his legs, and then on his arms, that looks metal. That's shiny. Maybe this is metal on his legs. It's hard to tell. Now that looks like plastic. That looks like plastic there. That doesn't look like metal. So let's move this over here for a second. But yeah, so he's got the drop down shoulders, and he's got the shoulders attached by a peg on the upper side there. Paint job looks awesome. Really cool. And then he's got the little pipe attached on the underarm for here, and then he's got, oh, this is so nice. I am so glad, especially after after the lion review we did the other day on Saturday, having his sidearm sculpted into his holster. I'm so happy to have a non-sculpted in piece of a holster. His joints are really nice. Again, not too loose, but it's not like the Sons of Horus figures from the first line where we had a bunch of them which were a bit looser. These are really cool. I do like his metallic tone and his armor, this like aqua blue. This looks real. I don't know if it's coming through in this light, but this light makes it look really cool. I'm getting some like really awesome reflections on this armor. Very cool. And again, I like the Roman motif on the mohawk on his helm, and he's got a little satellite piece or little communications piece on the top of his helm. Very cool. And then on the back, so we get the cloak, and they also put, so this is going to connect with his power pack onto his back, which we'll get here in a second. So very cool. This is the first time that I'm actually holding, or I have a figure with this scale mail type of armor. It feels awesome. It feels awesome to the touch. And man, they did a really good job as far as coloring it. All I can think of though when I see this, and I know Spark is thinking the same thing, is salamanders, right? That's exactly what I'm thinking of when I see that. So definitely. DS, wish I could get one to paint my misses. Dude, by the way, DS, I think you asked me in Discord the other day to do a comparison. What was it? Was it was something with the Terminators, right? So remind me what exactly you wanted to see, and I'll do a quick comparison. Because I should have them over here on the side available for you. So, but yeah, the color scheme is awesome on this. Great paint, dude. I will say, I know I was kind of critical about the last review with Lion and kind of discounting a lot of the paint. I will say, I mean, going through the custodies of the 30K figures, those were kind of just the plastic was there, right? A lot of them, especially the Terminator, it wasn't like this two-tone paint, or there wasn't a lot of like additional paint apps on those. Granted, you probably didn't really need them, but a lot of, like, for instance, the Terminator seemed a bit, oh, and I don't have him. I'm moving him back into my other room. But he seemed a little bit like just plastic without any paint on it. So, but he looks awesome. All right, so let's see what he comes with here. So we got his power pack, which is colored really nicely too. Very cool. Ooh, dude, I really like the metallic aqua color on this. And then we get his shotgun bolter. This is cool. Oh man, imagine how awesome it would be if you could rack this, and it would have like a racking sound like a regular shotgun. They need to do that. They need to do that, because I've seen like there's some there's companies that sell like miniature versions of like guns and stuff. That'd be so awesome if you could rack this, right? I know Recon is thinking the same thing. This would be so cool. And we get the dreaded pistol sculpted into the holster, and that sucks. But we get his knife, which is cool. Doesn't look like it's any additional color apps, but the blade, the metallic blade on this looks awesome. Actually, it does. Oh no, that's the bluish color. I'm seeing like a bluish on the bronze here, and it's because of the lights that I have. All right, so this is going to go in his holster, and the holster looks cool. Again, it's a different type of holster than I've seen on any of these figures, so it's just going to slide right into here. Oh, wrong way. It's going to go this way, right? Yeah. And that looks cool. Awesome knife, dude. Very nice. All right, let's see what else he's got. His obligatory 6 sets of hands. With all the amount of hands that I have and I'm never going to use, I can melt them down and make like 5 or 6 figures. I feel like I could. All right, so we got his power pack. So this is just going to go right. Let's line this up. Yeah, let's line this up. There we go. There we go. Oh, it fits nice and snug. So no loose power pack like on the Lion. Nope. This is fitting in pretty snug. By the way, I still have to glue that power pack onto my Lion, which I'm going to do. This is actually, it is a tiny bit loose. It's because of the it's because of the cloak being sitting between it and the power pack. So this is a bit annoying. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. But this looks cool. I love the silhouette of that, of the power pack and the cloak on his back. Oh, he looks old. Oh man, he looks really good. I definitely made the right decision, I think. Now where's this gonna go? Is this on his back? It's gonna be another rust thing. Where does his pistol go, or his rack, his holstered pistol? Does it go on his leg? Where does this go? We got a peg here. Help me out here, guys. Where's this supposed to go? I would assume it's going to be on his right leg. Does this take the place of the knife if you want? I'm not sure where this is going to go. Let me look on the box. Yeah, I don't see where this would go. Let me see the chat. Yes, build it for the planet. I got Con the other day. We were mentioning this. It was a comparison with the banana. Oh my god. This figure is currently on sale for $51. Delivery for $51. Yeah, I will say that they did a really good job with the coloring on these figures so far. This is the first Alpha Legion figures I'm opening up. So, Tuscan with the flame on the power pack. Yeah. Let me see. Check his back. Let me see. Now maybe his power pack? I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this goes. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know where this goes. Well, this will be an Alpha Legion mystery for another time. So we got him. Let's get his racked bolter shotgun attached. Let's see. And again, we get the nice malleable hands here. Very cool. Nice job. Nice job, dude. Very cool. Alright, so we got one of our Legion figures. Do I want to change the hand? Because he has a, like, grippy hand? I guess keep it the same. Right, because I could always throw his dagger. His dagger's pretty big. Throw the dagger in the open hand if I want. So we'll leave these on the side. So there's him. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that's supposed to holster. You know what's funny is they don't even show it on here unless it's on him. Oh, it's supposed to go right on the side. Wow. That is a lot of room on his hip. There it is. Right there. Say, hey, look at the box and I could find it now. There we go. Wow, so he's got the... Actually, that's not too bad. It's sitting on the back of his waist almost. Even though... And it's a bit of a not a loose peg, but an open peg where it has a lot of room to wiggle. So it's not going to sit there, and you're going to have a problem. Wow, it actually sits pretty nice. Wow, they actually engineered these really nice. Very cool. He looks awesome, dude. He looks really good. I'm very happy with him. Very happy. He was the first figure I bought too. Doesn't look like he's got any pouches though. He does not. You might need to pull out a pouch on his belt. I have to do it with Titus. Yeah, so like I said, it's that back piece on here. So it's nice, and he's got the So normally something like this would be in the way, but it's not bad with him. Like, remember that, what was that figure that I had for the Sons of Horus line? It was the Tartarus Terminator, and he had like the most like tiny, silly looking butter knife chainsaw knife attached to his arm. Like, I don't know what the hell does he walk around with that for? Now that I'm talking about it, I gotta take him out. All right, we gotta make fun of him. So let's make fun of Mr. Tartarus. By the way, I bought the new helm for him too, so he's not gonna be Lex Luthor looking anymore. But here we go. This is the guy I was talking about. Look at this. Is the absolute worst looking weapon in the world, and he's got like a whole pipe attached to it. So he's got like his own power source for this tiny chainsaw. Like, God, it even has a handle on it. What the hell? This is terrible. I'm guessing the miniature had it. That's why. All right. So we already made fun of Mr. Lex Luthor. We'll have a new helm for him as part of that package that came from Cool Toys Club. So we got the one Saboteur there. We're going to open up the other one really quickly. Should be identical. It'll be interesting if there's no problems. Have you guys, by the way, I have never had an issue where I'm opening up a JOYTOY figure. Go figure, watch my Alpharius is like going to fall apart. Where I've been opening up the figure and I immediately have a QC issue with something like either missing or falling off. And I bought a lot of figures from JOYTOY. So I haven't had that problem. Have you guys had that problem? Let's see. He's a grower, not a shower. The cape adds to it, does. I'm getting the sniper and the one on stream with Alpharius. Yeah. I was actually tempted to pick up that sniper because he does look cool, and I think that he would fit in really cool with the Saboteurs. But I stuck to my guns. I'm not spending extra money, trying to keep it low, especially because I got that cosplay outfit in. By the way, I still have to open the huge crate up. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow, and then I'll, like I said, I keep promising I'm gonna tape it when I do. It's just I haven't opened it up yet. It's still sitting in my garage. So we got all pieces. We got his knife. We got his obligatory sets of hands. And I gotta do like a video where I just like do like an ASMR video going through all like the hands of all the JOYTOY figures I have. Like just like roll like pouring them out like a whole thing of sand. Like do an ASMR video of like hands from JOYTOY Warhammer figures. So alright. So again, no QC issues with him. Same thing. We got his cloak here. I really do like these. I really do like these. I'm very happy that I picked up the Saboteurs. Very cool. Joints are good. Not too loose, but loose enough. And no weird funky things with the arms. Again, you can get a weird looking pose like this, right? But his shoulders in the shoulder pads in the way. And it's also sitting on that peg. And it's not hooked on with the little hook joints, the hooks on the inside, or the circle joints. The circles attached rather on the cloak to the inside of the pegs like they would normally. They hooked around. These are actually these are nice pegs sitting on top of the shoulders. So you get more posability, and you can stick the shoulders down much farther. So all right, let's get his knife on. Is this the way it goes? I think this is the way. Yes. Nice snug fit. And then we get let's get his bolter. Holstered pistol on the back, which I absolutely love. I love when they do that. I mean, this one's not too bad, to be honest with you. I didn't even know we were getting a holstered pistol. I just saw the knife and the shotgun, the bolt shotgun that he came with. All right. You know what I will do is I'm going to switch the hands. There we go. Are we going to have a problem with this one? Oh, please don't tell me we don't have a problem. Come on. There we go. All right. It's sitting in there. I'm going to switch the hands because I want to have one and one. I want to have them situated like this when I have the Alpharius. So he's going to have one of his shotguns on. So this guy is going to be left-handed. Let's get his hand off. And we'll grab another pistol grip. Left hand. We'll swap this. We'll grab a grippy hand. Where's a grippy hand? There we go. Right-handed grippy hand. There we go. Not too bad. We'll see. Actually, wondering how this is going to fit on here. This should, because these are pretty malleable with the hand. Yeah, it fits right on there. Oh man, I remember the wars I used to have with these hands, with the Generation 1 figures. Man, be fighting for like ever on these figures. And the hand just went flying. Where'd the hand go? Oh, it's on the cloak. I was pushing too hard and the hand like flew off. Alright, so again, let's ease it on. There we go. Nice. Very cool. I do like these colors. I like the aqua blue and the black and the matte black that they have here. Alright, so let's get his bolter shotgun on. Cool. These are going to make a really good looking display. Very cool. Alright, so we got our two consoles there. Let me bring in really quick. There's our two consoles. Very cool. I'm only getting the Terminators and Exodus. Cool. Let's do... Also, are they heavy? How do they feel with posability? To be honest with you, they feel pretty standard compared to... let me grab... Let's see. We'll grab... We'll grab him. We'll grab two Blood Angels to compare them to. Really quick. So... Here's the Traitor. Now you know what's weird is, actually, these guys are... They're taller. They are taller. Like, if you're doing a size comparison between the two. Again, I think next week I'll probably start it. When I do, like, a front view, you guys will have a better idea of the size when they're standing up, instead of just, like, laying down here. But posability-wise, these guys feel great. Again, you can tell on the knees they don't have the metal joint. But what's weird is these are both 30k figures. They're both power armor. And he is substantially smaller. What is it? Is it the legs? The legs are a little bit shorter here. Yeah. I mean, comparing them to this Traitor figure, I think it's a Traitor. Pretty much the same. A little bit. Again, the only problem, not a problem, but because the backpack sits between the cloak piece and this, it's a little bit loose. Like, over time, it's definitely going to get loose. But other than that, the figures feel great. Man, I love the scale armor here. This looks and feels great. Feels really cool to touch. But the coloring on these figures, the metallic aqua blue, is awesome. I don't know why I took this guy out. He's got to get turned into a Blood Angel. Got to take his kneecap off. So, yeah, these guys are cool. I'm very happy with them. Again, from a posability standpoint, I don't see anything negative. So, all right, we're going to have to bring this back, because now we got the main guy, the main person of this review. We got Alpharius, or is this Omegon? I don't know. It would be fun is if they came with, like, random, like, heads. Now, I know this one doesn't come with any head on the inside, unhelmeted head, which is kind of funny, because I actually kind of wish they had, like, an unhelmeted head with him. But, you know, even if he did come with a helmeted head, let me bring this back a little more. Even if he did come with a unhelmeted head, there is no clear giveaway between Omegon and Alpharius because they're both twins. So they're both going to be Lex Luthor looking white dudes with oh, you know what I'll do? Actually, that's a good idea. That Tartarus Terminator with the Lex Luthor head, I'll try swapping that onto this in just in a few minutes too. So I want to see how that will look. All right. So again, now so with Alpharius, we got his bolter. I think it's a bolter pistol. Someone correct me in the chat. Tell me what the name of his spear is, and what the name of his sidearm is, or his pistol. I totally forgot. I remember looking this up like a week or so ago. All right. So I love the boxes that these come in. Very impressive too. Very impressive. Not all factions, Traitor figures are on the same size, even the source lore state. Oh, I didn't know that. Did not know that. I love all the design on the buildings. Yeah, dude. I still have, like, thanks to Mr. Spark, I have, geez, I think I have another 6. He added 2 more to my Blood Angel collection, and I still have to open those up. And then I have another 4 figures, and then with Zephon coming, I think tomorrow, I'll have a whole bunch to open up. He looks cool. You know what's funny is I opened up the console, the Saboteur figures first, and he looks just like especially with the helm, like a larger version of them. Very cool. Very nice. I wasn't expecting to really like him so much. His joints are nice and tight. No issues. Oh, man. He gets like extra points because he doesn't have his weapon holstered, sculpted into there. Very cool. And there's his weapon. Is this this looks like a plasma pistol, right? This is some type of a plasma pistol, I'm guessing. And let's see. Let's get the box out of the way for a second. We'll see about Alpharius here. So now you missed the unhelmeted. I knew you were going to say that. This will be Omegon and the 40k release will Alpharius because that will be his return. That would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. So this is cool. He feels good. He feels solid. Definitely feels solid. Man, I can see. So here's a question, right? Because Vulcan is supposed to be a lot bigger. So they're not going to reuse the same scale mail here, right? Because we haven't had any reuse on any of the Primarchs, at least, that I can remember, right? Because we're going to bust out all the Primarchs in a little while, but with, like, Russ and so on, like, they are different. Yeah, they're different armor. So they got to make new armor for Vulcan, because Vulcan, I mean, this is awesome, the scale mail, but Vulcan's supposed to be a lot larger than Alpharius and the rest of his brothers. So, but very cool figure. Oh, his power pack looks awesome with those double Hydras on the back there. I think they're Hydras, right? Very cool. Oh, his cloak is awesome too. Definitely not as much stuff. He's more compact and more, I don't know if I would say he's definitely more compact. I don't know if he's a better, well, oh man, he's got the neck. Oh man, he's got the same the rotating neck that what's his face has too. Did the others, where is it? I'm trying to think if I just missed this. Did all of them have it? Yeah, I guess that they do. I made a big deal about the lions rotating like this the neck peg here. Oh no, he doesn't have it. He actually doesn't have what the lion has. It feels nice though. His head feels really cool. Very cool. And you know what's funny is this is going to be the first Primarch that I've gotten where I haven't had to swap out the head. I haven't had to swap out the head before. He's just sitting here staying with the same head. So yeah, so Lion has the neck peg where the entire thing shifts downward like a plate. So these figures do not have that. But he looks cool. And then he's got his 2 crack grenades, or I guess those are some type of smoke or poison grenades on his hip. Very cool. Nice leather brown. This setup is going to look awesome. So let me see if anybody in the chat gave me what the names of the weapons are. Hydra Spite. Okay. These dudes always have a crazy version of a regular weapon for a start. Definitely getting Vulcan and all extra accessories on CTC and Salamander banner. Did they come out with a new banner yet? I know that they, I think, the other day I was looking really quickly at WOG Toys, and I think they have some Blood Angel, like, encampment guns. I didn't see that before. I was just, when we did the news on Sunday night, I didn't see those. So, Vulcan could have a larger torso. The size difference too. Yeah, I think so. His armor is way different. The same mold wouldn't work. That's what I was thinking too. DG, I think you're right. Nothing like some good... Alpharius is still alive in lore. They say he's dead. Yeah, they say he's dead. Yeah. I forget which Primarch killed Alpharius during the battle. I forgot which one was the one that killed him. But so he looks great. So I really like his power pack. Looks so awesome. Really cool. His shoulder armor is good. So obviously he's got the metal joints on his shoulders. On the insides you can see there. Same thing on the other one. On this shoulder actually both have the little bit of leather and studs that are hanging down from his shoulder. You can see right there on the inside how the shoulders are situated. Very cool. I mean, it's a solid, simple Primarch figure. It's exactly what Alpharius is supposed to look like, or Omegon, right? I like it. I think it's cool. Is it my favorite Primarch? No, but it doesn't have to be. It just has to be an awesome figure as part of the collection, and keep moving and keep getting better and better with the Primarchs. He is definitely an improvement on even Russ. So, and then here we go. We got this plasma pistol. It's pretty awesome. What is it called? Venom Spite. So it holsters right here into his hip. And then it's got a little leather piece which comes over to hook on. Let's see if this is entered. I mean, it's definitely enough space, so it's not giving me like I have to stretch the piece to get it in there. This just has to be loosened up. There we go. Nice. Very cool. All right, so let's get his main weapon, and this is the weapon that I think Trevor I saw showed it off, and it was not that impressive. I'll be honest with you. It was not that impressive. So, yeah. I mean, they got... No, that's my light. Did they put like an ivory color? They did not. What would I do to make this better? What do you guys think? What would you do to make the coloring of this spear or trident? I guess it's a trident. The end, one end is a trident, one end is a spear. I guess, well, no, trident is three prongs. So I'm not sure what this actually is. Well, it's a spear or a halberd weapon. But I mean, I guess I would, you know what it is? It's the bright green plastic. I would have, I don't know. I would have put like some type of a black wash on the green to help tone down the plastic lookingness of the green. I don't know. That is definitely the gold on the ends of the spear and are really cool. Even the handles are nice. It's that green that is just too plastic and kind of fake looking that I think like ruins it for me. It's a nice sculpted weapon and it has a good feel to it. It's just too bad that the coloring on that green sucks. What do you guys think? Does the green like ruin it for you? Kind of ruins it for me. Kind of ruins it for me. Are you happy the holder isn't just a block? 1,000%. 1,000. He was poisoned by his then concubine Elias, and who was part of. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I thought one of his brothers took him down. Make it glow in the dark. They could have. Some shading or some type of wash to bring out the details. It's a halberd spear. Okay. Yeah, I think that I actually like the colors. I mean, he has the green on his armor, right? But if we want to compare it to like his power pack with the Hydras, this has a it has a silver type metallic look to it. Maybe if they did that to the whole handle, I don't know. I feel like that's what's missing with this weapon. I don't know. Alright, let's switch out his hands so we can get his halberd in his hand. Thank you, DG. So we get his pistol grip hand, which we are not going to be using. Oh, it looks cool though. Man, they did a really good job on this metallic teal. And then it makes me really looking forward to when we get the salamanders. Because you know that's going to be a metallic green the whole time. And believe it or not, green is my favorite color. Then we go, so we're going to go with this. I guess we'll go one pistol. No, you know what I want? I want to do two-handed on the halberd. That's what I want to do. So let's do this. We'll swap in his hands. Let's see, are we going to have a problem? No. Nice and smooth. I don't think I'm going to be taking out his holstered weapon, at least for a while. So we got two. I'm a sucker for melee weapons anyway. He's got this. Let's see if this pops on with no problem. Oh, wrong hand. There we go. Very cool. Alright, so we got his other hands on here. His grippy hands. He's got the... I didn't even notice that. He's got the two sculpted chains around each of his wrists. Where are these situated to? Where are these attached on? Oh, right here. Right here, there's a little peg. Right here? Or are these loose? No, these are loose. These are just hanging out around his bracers, in effect. Really? It's like that. If you guys collected Marvel Legends, it's like that. What was it? Cyclops? Augustine had those cuffs. But at least that these stay on. These are not like flopping around. This one piece here on his holster for his plasma pistol is like floppy. I just have to get that on there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with that. Alright, let's see. Let's see with his halberd. Let's get this on. So we're gonna do... we're gonna switch it so that he's holding it downward, kind of like in all the animations that we see. By the way, if you go to the Horus Heresy card game, they have some amazing art, dude, of all of these characters. Some amazing art. If you like that art style, but it actually is pretty awesome. I think. Will this work? Yes. Yes. I think this is how we're going to have it situated. We're going to have the small end coming up, and then we'll get the two hands on here. We're going to do this, be able to do this with his bracers? I think so. I hope so. That's one of the poses you always see Omegon / Alpharius in with his halberd. So there we go. I have to probably do an underhanded grip. Yeah, let me do that really quick. I need to do an underhanded grip. As I threw the hand. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. So we're not going to go with the double grip like that. We're going to go with a single grip. Because I'm not going to look right now underneath there. We're going to switch it around. We'll switch it. We are flexible doing these reviews. Where is his pistol grip hand? So we will switch this around. This. And then I will find his missing hand after the review. I went into like the dark place underneath my display stand. So, all right. And so actually that's not bad. I can't get that piece to sit right now. I'm gonna have to mess around with the little leather piece that's sitting across from his holster, holding it down. And where's his thumb? Is his thumb good? Yeah. Good, good, good. And then we get his plasma pistol. Venom's bite, I think? What you guys, I think they're calling it? Very cool. Ah, that looks fine. Yeah, I'll keep them this way. Very nice. And we're going to have to situate the weapon a little bit differently. Something like that. Very cool. I like him. Again, he's not my favorite Primarch that they've come out with, but he's he's a really solid figure. He's definitely, he feels the most solid out of any of the Primarch figures that we've got. RAP hand. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's under the table somewhere. I'm going to take the flashlight out. I have all those, and I have all of those. I need DA intercessors like Deathwing Knight, Lazarus, and Lion. Can't find intercessors at a decent price. Salamanders getting hard to find too. They just did a re-release on or at least the order went through for the re-release on the Salamander intercessors. So I think those will be coming soon, or Spark will have more information on those. I was going to order them, but then I found the ones I wanted on AliExpress, and I actually wound up trading them anyway to Spark. So here we go. So here is Alpharius. Everybody's got a cloak. Everybody's cool. Very cool. I love the color scheme. I love the teal. Let me bring this in a little bit closer too. I love the teal coloring on these. Very cool. I'm going to bring Alpharius down so I can get into the picture. Very cool. Let's do a nice close-in shot. La la la. There we go. Not too big, but big enough. Very cool. So what do you guys think? Did I make the right decision on the 2 troop builders to get? Should I have gotten another Alpharius? So I have 2. Essentially 1 for Omegon and 1 for Alpharius. You know what? Now it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me because I don't have 2 of them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm not going to buy any more of the Alpha Legion figures. I think what I'm going to do is pick up another Alpharius when he drops down in price a bit. Maybe if I can get him on the TikTok store, that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. 30k salamanders are confirmed for this year, though, gentlemen. That's what I figured, especially after we had that Horus Heresy reveal with the Iron Wars. We know we're getting Perturbo, right? We're going to be getting him in the next couple, I would assume, the next couple of weeks or month, right? But yeah, I appreciate that, Mr. Recon. Thank you. I think so too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pick up another Alpharius / Omegon, and I'll have 2 of them. And we'll just keep the 2 Saboteur consoles that I have. And that's going to be part of... Now it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me that I don't have 2 of them. So I'm definitely going to be picking up a second one. How many of you guys in the chat picked him up, by the way? Whatever. Whatever you're gonna buy, you know you're gonna buy another Alpharius and all the others. I am not. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good, Mr. Blake Recon, and I'm only gonna keep the the soldiers that I have with here. So yeah, I'm really happy with these figures. Very happy. All right, so we're gonna do. Well, actually, well, before we do that, I want to take a quick picture. I have him. He arrived today. Oh, cool. Very cool. Gotta take some pictures, Cyber. Let me see. 1-2 months we'll get another Legion. Yeah, that's what I would think. That's what I would think. I think, what, DG, what do you think? You think we're gonna get Salamanders next? You think that's what's gonna come? I think so. I think we got the Iron Wars. We're gonna get Turbo in the next like week to 2-3 weeks. We're gonna get him, and then I think the next one is gonna be the Salamanders. And I want to see those Saturine Terminators, dude. Oh my god. And if they come out with a Siege one, oh my god. Jeez. I'm definitely going to, between the Salamanders and the Raven Guard, I definitely wanted to pick up, well, I'm already collecting the Raven Guard. I think I'm going to get the Salamanders 30k figures. I think that's what I'm going to wind up doing. I think I am. Alright, let's do a quick picture. Oh, that's a good one too. I like the color. Do you guys mind that I use the different color lights here? Or does it like make it too weird looking? I think it's cool. I really like the coloring on this. So let's bring it back out. How much room am I gonna need? I'm gonna need a lot of room because I'm not gonna be able to get, the last time we tried this, I couldn't get all of the brothers in there. So we're definitely not going to get all of them in there again. So I know that's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's see. There we go. Got moved a little bit. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go. All right. All right, so Saboteur consoles, awesome. I really like these, especially the stealthy look to them. Awesome figures. Awesome, awesome figures. And here we go with Alpharius. Alpharius, and we're going to do a quick comparison between him and one of my other favorite ones, which is Russ, which actually surprised me that I do like him as much as I do. So he's going to be a little bit shorter than Russ. Oh, let me bring it in a little bit so we can see this. So he's going to be a bit shorter than Russ. All right, you can see that. Yeah, I guess that's about right. And then we'll bring in Valdor. And we'll take out him really quick because we're going to show all the Primarchs together. But here's the two newest Primarch size or larger size figures. By the way, I think it's hysterical that I'm now collecting like 6 and 7 inch figures when last year like I sold off all of my this stuff, but it's I understand why, because it's the Primarchs. So Valdor's cool. Here we go. These are the two newest larger scale figures from JOYTOY. So the Primarch scale figures, pretty cool. Again, they both feel very solid and both have the cloaks attached, so that's cool. All right, so we got Russ. Same thing. Russ is a little bit heavier than him. Here we go on the back. Very cool. Very cool. I have to say, I don't know, just from a construction standpoint, I think I'm liking Alpharius better in the coloring. Who do we got next? Oh, I know who we got next. We got my favorite Primarch figure that they've come out with. Let's compare him to the Lion. Let's see how he stacks up. So, even with the Lion being one of the first Primarch figures to come out, and the 40k figure, I still think that he is amazing. I think that he's still probably the best JOYTOY figure that they've come out with. It'll be interesting to see if we do get a 30k variant of him way down the line, because we got a lot more Primarchs and Legions to go through before we get to the Dark Angels. So Very cool. All right, so we got the lion. We'll leave him there, and then we'll get Mr. Golden Wing Boy over here. Put him in his own spot. Get the lion over here. Please don't fall over. And here we go with Sanguinius and Alpharius. Wow. Yeah, I definitely need the frontal view, especially with these wings from Sanguinius. Let's do a little bit. I guess that's about as close as I'm going to get with those wings. But very cool. Very cool. I hear the shipping notification is coming real soon. So I ordered mine from Cool Toys Club, and I talked to Loy earlier today about it. So it looks like I'm going to be getting mine because he was saying that they have to do some magic with the shipping. So I don't think I'm going to be getting mine until sometime in July or August. I think maybe the end of July. I would be surprised. I haven't gotten the shipping notification yet. So, where did you order yours from, Blake? Because I got mine ordered from Cool Toys Club. So here we go with the lion and Sanguinius. I mean the lion. With Alpharius and Sanguinius. Again, I really love that helm that I got on him. Definitely feel like the best one. Alright, so we got Sanguinius over on the side. Alright, so we got... Shoot. Forget I gotta take out Horus again. Oh my god. He's like all the way in the back. Alright, let's grab him. Let's do the magic trick. Nothing fall over, please. Don't fall over. Nope. Alright, good. None of my Black Legion figures fell over. He's on the bottom display area. So this is the first... What is the second? So this is the first of the Traitor Primarchs that we've gotten since Horus, right? Wow, he's so much bigger. Man, every time I take out Horus, dude, you just realize how much like work and like I do say like the lion is my favorite, but like it's like 1A and 1B with Horus. Man, he's such an awesome figure. They put when you have this figure in hand, especially I got the alternate helmet from Cool Toys Club. Haha. But this is such a great figure. It's not the best as far as like you're going to be able to get him in a lot of different like positioning, like different positions, but like I mean the dude's walking around in Primarch Terminator armor. So yeah. But he's such an awesome figure, dude. Alright, reviews about Alpharius. Can I stop now? But again, Alpharius is so tiny. He's so tiny compared to Horus. Alright, so let me see. Am I missing anybody? So we got Horus, we got the lion, we got... Damn, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Yeah, of course we are. We're missing Guilliman. I actually want to see the size comparison because Guilliman is one of the first ones that came out. So I want to see, and he's also one of the shorter ones. So let's see. Oh my god, as we try to get Horus over on the side without knocking everything over. Alright, there we go. So here we go with Guilliman and Alpharius. And yeah. Alpharius is actually... Is he? Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than Guilliman. So, yeah, he's a little bit bigger. Again, I know that we're going to get a 30k version of him, especially because I think Lone showed me some pictures of the difference between the Horus Heresy armor for Guilliman and the 40k armor, which obviously we have here. So, pretty cool. Yeah, Alpharius is a little bit bigger. Again, we're going to... You can kind of see... Again, I don't think that that's correct. I know that Guilliman is one of the... on the shorter end of the Primarchs. So, yeah. So, that's interesting. Alright, so let's try to get them all in one shot. I know I'm going to fail terribly at this because it didn't work last time. Or it did, but I wasn't able to put Valdor in there. Now that we've got another one... we're definitely not going to get them all in here. The biggest problem is it's those wings from Sanguinius. Sanguinius's wings are like a bit of a pain in the ass. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to try to open this up as much as I can and then stick Sanguinius at the top with these wings and then try to get everybody else. Oh my god, these wings are so huge. Let me try to bend them down a little bit, try to get them all into one shot. That's much better. So Sanguinius with his humongous wings are going to stand there. We're going to have the two short guys in the middle. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to have to switch the lights though, because there's like a dark, there's a shadow over Sanguinius, and it's not Horus ready to kill him. So, all right, let me switch the lights to normal. Where are we at? Where are we at? Here we go. There we go. And now you can see the difference between the bluish light that I had before for, wow, that's bright. The bluish light I had before with Alpharius and everybody. You can see the difference. So here we go with Russ. We got Gilliman. We got Lion. Oh man, Horus is gonna have to go. Horus is gonna have to go over here next to the two traitors. Are gonna have to go over near each other. And we got, oh, I got enough room actually. I think I do. We'll move Alpharius over a little bit. We'll move Gilliman. We'll move Russ. Gonna have to move everybody down to get the line in here. But I can. Look at that trick. Yeah, we got Sanguinius. I didn't think we were gonna get all of them in here. So I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be a little bit trickier, but I think I might be able to get them all on this display stand. Oh man. But I tell you, I gotta glue this power pack on. I feel like I'm gonna do that right after this review. Alright, so we got, let's see. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alpharius is a little bit crooked. Let's see if we can fix that. We got Horus. We got Gilliman. Very cool. All right, we're gonna take a quick picture here. Probably gonna have to switch the colors back because, yeah, I'd rather have the more turquoise colored blue in this picture. All right, let's take a picture. But overall, what do you guys think? What do you think about Alpharius? What do you think about all his brothers? Great picture, great family picture we got. Valdor is not in this picture because he's not part of the family. Let me switch over to the other color. Let me switch these colors quick. I think this was... Yeah, I think that was it. No, that's the green. There we go. Switch over to this one. And this one. And that one. This is a little bit more of a deep blue, but this will work for the picture. Pretty cool. Alright, last picture, and then I'm going to sit down. We'll talk really quick, and then we'll call it a night. Oh yeah, this is very nice. Very nice. Alright, cool. Alright, so let me just get Alpharius here. We'll swing all his brothers around. And we'll talk quickly about the consoles, about his Saboteur consoles, about Alpharius, and if any of you guys have the same plan that now I do, which is to pick up a second Alpharius. We're going to put Gilliman back. He's going to hang out. And same thing with Sanguinius. Sanguinius actually really looks awesome in all of my videos and pictures. If you see in the background of any of my videos, you can always know it's Sanguinius with these monster wings and a great silhouette in the background. Alright, so I'm going to have to fix him. We'll fix this afterwards. Don't fall. Alright, so here we go with Alpharius. And we got his two consoles. I'll swing one here, one here. And then I'm going to ask you guys quickly as I sit down. Too many plastics. Too much plastic. Ah, one of the Terminators fell. Alright, so, really quickly. What do you guys think of Alpharius? Are you happy that we got... Oh, let me bring it in just a little bit closer too. Are you happy that we got him? Do you wish that we got a different Legion first? Before the Alpha Legion? Or are you guys okay with this? Does anybody else have the notion of what I'm doing to pick up a second Alpharius? So I have Omegon and Alpharius in the same display, or are you gonna wait? Let's see. Those Primarchs. No, I did not forget about Magnus. Magnus and Dorn are in a fight right now, or so it's really a one-sided fight on the YouTube community poll to see who we're going to do an unboxing of, and they're two what is it? What I get? Electric Clad Terminators. So right now it's between Magnus and Dorn on a poll, and so Dorn I think is going to win. So we're going to do Dorn on Saturday night. So, like that shot. I'm super happy with him. And why did you forget Magnus in your Primarch bit? Again, I did not forget. I did not forget Magnus. Magnus has not been opened up yet. I could show you the box of Magnus, and I can show you. You know, the one who always gets forgotten is Dorn. I totally forgot I had Dorn. Totally forgot that I had him, and I had to still open him up. So, he looks smaller compared to the other Primarchs. He does. Yeah, he's definitely taller. He's definitely shorter. I like him. I'll not be getting a second one. Sorry, I didn't know it. No, again, like I said, if you guys want, go to vote. But I think that Dorn is easily going to win that the poll that's going on to see who we're going to open. And what's cool about the Dorn figure, as well as Magnus, I have those extra helmeted heads from Cool Toys Club 2 to open up, put on them as well. So as you notice, with all of my Primarchs, I have a nice helmeted head to go with. So, I would say forgot Magnus. Yeah. So I don't think no. Soon. Again, we're gonna have to see. I mean, after this week, we do Dorn. Magnus is not gonna have anybody to compete against. So he's gonna have his own Saturday coming up very, very soon. But again, I think that these are awesome. I feel like I made the right decision with getting Alpharius and his two consoles. I feel like I made the right decision with these. Let me just lower the light here a little bit. Let's see if I can get a little bit less light. Little bit less harsh. Do 52%. Yeah. But again, I think they're awesome. I'm very happy with them. I am going to be picking up another Alpharius as part of my Primarch display collection, which I will be in the next month. Once I have the area all ready to go, I'm going to start displaying everything in there, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. In the Discord, I showed a quick messy picture of the area. But essentially, it's a huge wall with pegboard that I colored up and I put up on my wall, and I have a bunch of like smaller displays underneath it, and I have clear peg display stands to be able to put on the wall, so I'll be able to get all of my JOYTOY figures up. So yeah, so very cool. All right, guys, we're gonna call it there. Tomorrow night we will do the next chapter in the Battle Sector game, which has the orcs and was it the sisters in it? Yeah, the orcs and the sisters. So I was doing chapter 3. I got to finish it up because last week I started falling asleep. So we'll do chapter 3 tomorrow night, and then Saturday night we will be doing some more Space Marine 2. Mike, hello sir, what's going on? But yeah, I should we'll have some fun with some games tonight. Tomorrow night we'll have Battle Sector. Friday we're doing Space Marine 2. Saturday we're going to do the unboxing of, I'm calling it right now, Dorn. And then Sunday we'll do Toy Hammer After Dark. So it should be fun. Also, Saturday a video is going to be going up that I've been meaning to, well, not meaning to put up, but meaning to make for a while. And it's a video unlike any video that I've done before, but it's a special one to me and it means a lot. And it's something that I've been meaning to do since I've had the channel officially, and it's been doing pretty good. So, all right, guys, I am going to call it there. We are going to be off. Have a good night, guys. And as usual, guys, I will be seeing you later, guys.